Very good day to all of you. As we have started to learn chromatography, I am sure you all are happy to learn, and I am observing your score in A assessment, which is an indicator of your understanding of respective topic. So dear learners, today we will learn another planar chromatographic technique, that is paper chromatography. Paper chromatography is a planar chromatography system wherein cellulose filter paper is often used as a stationary phase, which is hydrophilic and usually covered with a thin film of water and on which the separation of compounds occurs. It is an inexpensive method of separating dissolved chemical substances by their different migration rates across the sheets of paper. It is a powerful analytical tool that uses very small quantities of material. Paper chromatography was discovered by Singe and Martin in the year 1943. The principle involved is a partition chromatography, wherein the substances are distributed or partitioned between liquid phases. One phase is the water, which is held in the pores of the filter paper used, and other is the mobile phase, which moves over the paper. The compounds in the mixture get separated due to differences in their affinity towards water, that is in a stationary phase, and mobile phase, solvents during the movement of mobile phase under the capillary action of pores in the paper. As you know, capillary action is the movement of a liquid within the spaces of a porous material due to the forces of adhesion, cohesion and surface tension. The liquid is able to move up the filter paper because its attraction to itself is stronger than the force of gravity. And another point is about solubility. The degree to which a material, that is our solute, dissolves into a solvent. Solutes dissolves into solvents that have a similar properties, like dissolves like. This allows different solutes to be separated by different combinations of solvents. And separation of components depends on both their solubility in the mobile phase and their differential affinity to the mobile phase and the stationary phase. The experimental method involves selection of suitable type of development. This depends on the complexity of the mixture, solvent, paper, etc. But in general, ascending type or radial type chromatography are used as they are easy to perform as well as handle, less time consuming, and also give chromatogram faster. In selection of suitable filter paper is selected based on pore size, the quality of the samples to be separated, and also the mode of development. Choice of filter paper depends upon the type of a problem under investigation, whether the paper is used for qualitative or quantitative analysis, whether it is used for analytical chromatography, or whether the substance used are hydrophilic or lipophilic, neutral or charged species. These papers are supplied in a packs of 100 to 500 sheets, generally 46 by 57 cm or 58 by 68 cm Whatman papers are available. Even different categories are there, such as coarser and faster papers, such as Whatman 3180, used when substances to be separated have a sufficiently wide apart RF values. Slow papers used for substances having close RF values. Example, Whatman 20 Skiller, Skull 2045A, then Nagel 261, Idrol 208, then heavy papers such as Whatman 3mm. And you know content of this paper, that is 99% alpha cellulose and rest is mineral content, along with beta cellulose, ether, soluble matter, ammonia, and lipophilic substances such as waxes, fats, etc. Then in preparation of sample involves the dissolution of the sample in a suitable solvent used in making mobile phase. The solvent used should be inert with the sample under analysis. Spotting of sample on the paper. Samples are to be spotted at the proper position on the paper, preferably using a capillary tube. Development of chromatogram. Sample spotted paper is subjected to development by immersing it in the mobile phase. The mobile phase moves over the sample on the paper under the capillary action of paper. Drying the paper and detection of the compounds. Once the development of chromatogram is over, the paper is held carefully at the borders to avoid touching the sample spots and dried using an air dryer. Sometimes the detecting solution is sprayed in the developed paper and dried to identify the sample chromatogram spots. Types or modes of paper chromatography. Based on the way the development of chromatogram on a paper is done in a procedures, we have broadly 5 types of chromatography, and these are ascending chromatography, descending chromatography, ascending descending mode, radial or circular mode, and two-dimensional chromatography. Ascending chromatography. As the name indicates, the chromatogram ascends. Here, the development of papers occurs due to the solvent movement or upward travel on the paper. The solvent reservoir is at the bottom of the beaker. The paper tip with the sample spots just dips into the solvent at the bottom so that spots remain well before the solvent. Descending chromatography. Here the development of paper occurs due to solvent travel downwards on the paper. The solvent reservoir is at the top. The movement of the solvent is assisted by gravity besides the capillary action. In ascending descending mode, here solvent first travels upwards and then downwards on the paper. Next one is about radial or circular mode. Here the solvent moves from the center, that is the midpoint, towards the periphery of circular chromatography paper. The entire system is kept in a covered petri dish for the development of the chromatogram. The wick at the center of the paper dips into the mobile phase in a petri dish, by which the solvent drains onto the paper and moves the sample rapidly to form the sample spots of different compounds as a concentric rings. Two-dimensional chromatography. Here the chromatogram development occurs in two directions at right angles. In this mode, the samples are spotted to one corner of rectangular paper and allowed for first development. Then the paper is again immersed in the mobile phase at a right angle to the previous development for the second chromatogram. Substances which have the same RF values can be resolved with the help of two-dimensional paper chromatography. Visualization. After air drying the chromatogram, we can visualize same by chemical or physical method. In chemical method, develop color of colorless spots on the paper by chromatographic or visualizing reagents. Reagents applied by pressure, spraying or dipping the chromatogram. Example of reagents used are neohydrin, for separation of amino acids, iodine vapors, or maybe chromic or sulfuric acid based on kind of components how to separate it. Whereas in physical method, we can observe colorless spots when held under UV lamp in a UV cabinet, which gives fluorescence. Analysis or evaluation of chromatogram. RF value calculation is same whatever we have learned as a evaluation of PLC plate. Whereas in semi-quantitative analysis, estimation after extraction from paper. In that, cut out appropriate part of a filter paper having spot and soak it in the minimum quantity of solvent. An analysis is done by gravimetric estimation, UV spectroscopy, colorimetry, polarography, colorimetry, radioactivity, or flame photometry. In situ methods are by visual evaluation, such as by measurement of areas in which linear relationship is obtained between the spot area and amount of substance present. By densitometer, that is intensity of color of substance is measured. Uses and applications of paper chromatography. Paper chromatography is specially used for the separation of a mixture having polar and non-polar compounds, for separation of amino acids. It is used to determine organic compounds, biochemicals in urine. In the pharma sector, it is used for the determination of hormones, drugs. Sometimes it is used for evaluation of inorganic compounds like salts and complexes. So dear learners, we will conclude this session with a quote of the day by Jackson Brown. If you are doing your best, you won't have any time to worry about failure.